Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are talking about Scarlet Witch, Horrors of the Multiverse. Oh wait, sorry, what I meant to say was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So yeah, I finally got to see Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and I have mixed feelings. I have very mixed feelings. But if you are worried, don't worry. This is a spoiler-free review. I will not dive into any spoilers during this review, but I will be making a spoiler review because there's some things I have to talk about, like desperately. Both with what I thought was wrong with the movie, mostly as spoilers, and then even some of the cool stuff in it is also spoilers. So you know, yeah. So let's get into it. I thought this movie was. I don't know. I'll be completely honest. I don't know how I feel about this movie. I think a big reason for it is at the time of this recording, I've only seen it once. I saw it day one, which was surprisingly not really crowded, which is surprising. But I saw it day one, and I didn't see it since. I have plans to see it again eventually. I'm not sure if I'll see it in theaters or not. I thought it was, I guess I could say okay right now, because there was some good in it. Like, for example, the action was awesome. There was a lot of it too. Sam Raimi has some great shots and camera angles, which was really cool. And even the cameos were pretty cool. I mean, I did have some of them spoiled for me before going into it, because I'm not very smart and I don't know how to stay off the internet. But, so that kind of disappointed me a bit that I had it spoiled for me before going into it. But, well, it happens. It still is cool seeing them on the big screen. But if you are wondering, when it comes to the cameos, don't expect Cameo-palooza. Don't expect there to be cameo after cameo after cameo after cameo throughout the entire film, because there isn't that. It is not that at all. Honestly, there's barely any cameos, honestly. How many were there? There were like maybe, I don't know. There weren't very many, so don't expect a lot, okay? I'm not going to tell you how many. I'm not going to tell you who they were, but don't expect a lot of cameos going into this film. And that's one problem with this film going into it. Was I'm kind of glad that the reviews came out before I saw this film, because before the reviews came out, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a huge event movie like Spider-Man No Way Home, where we're going to get a whole lot of cameos, both from past actors as well as new ones, just playing different versions of themselves. That was going to be cool. And then the reviews started coming out, and I was like, oh shoot, this is not at all what I was expecting. So I kind of had to completely change what I thought about the film. So like the day I went to see it, going into the film, I wasn't seeing it as a multiverse event film. I was seeing it as a Doctor Strange horror film. And that's what it is, a Doctor Strange horror film. It is not a multiverse event. It is a Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch horror film. And that's one thing I do have a problem with. The Multiverse of Madness is a cool title, but not an accurate title in my personal opinion. Because the multiverse, they didn't explore it as much as I feel like they should have. Especially with that title. And there wasn't a whole lot of madness. I personally didn't feel the madness. And even the madness that happened wasn't really caused from the multiverse. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah. So, like I said in the beginning, the movie probably should have been called Scarlet Witch, Horrors of the Multiverse. And even then, that still would have been a misleading title, because we don't get much of the multiverse, but you know. That's what the movie should have been titled, Scarlet Witch, Horrors of the Multiverse, or Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange, Horrors of the Multiverse, because they both get equal amount of screen time, because they are very much both main characters in this story, and they're awesome. Benedict Cumberbatch is awesome, Elizabeth Olsen is awesome, but let's be honest, that's nothing new. That's nothing new. Some people say this is her best performance yet. I don't know. Because she was awesome in WandaVision. But I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not a fan of what they did with her character in this film. I feel like her character arc could have been done better. I can't say much about it without spoilers, but the character arc could have been way better than I feel like it was. And out of all the things, like, people have said this movie's rushed, and I felt it for some stuff, but not a whole lot. I didn't really feel the rush a whole lot, except for with Scarlet Witch's character arc. The character arc felt rushed. And that was pretty much it for me personally. And I think the main reason why I wasn't a big fan of what they did with her character arc was because she also felt like a very different character than we got that we've seen progress throughout the movies. From Age of Ultron to WandaVision, this doesn't feel like the same Wanda. It feels like a very different Wanda. and that's because of how they rushed her story arc. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, and that's just the two main characters. That's not even counting America Chavez, which was also pretty good in this film. I feel like she didn't get a whole lot to do, but what she got was pretty good. And the actress who plays her, whose name I can't remember, what was it? Gomez, I think is her last name. Socio Gomez, is it? I probably pronounced that wrong, if that was even the correct name. She was really good in the film too. And I mean, this is further setting up Young Avengers, which I've been wanting, so yes. And so was Benedict Wong as Wong. But come on, Wong's always awesome. Who doesn't like Wong? If you don't like Wong, you're crazy. If you don't like Wong, you're Wong. I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you. You're Wong to not like Wong. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And the horror elements, I am not a horror fan. I'm not a fan of horror. It's not my thing. So going into the film, I thought, because the only horror film before this that I saw was technically The New Mutants, if you count that. I mean, I feel like Morbius was kind of marketed as one, but it didn't feel like one. I don't count it. But this, in a way, was kind of my first real horror film, because even The New Mutants felt more like a coming-of-age movie than a horror film. And I thought going into the film that I would hate the horror stuff the most. I didn't. Was the horror stuff my favorite? Not really, but that's because I'm not a horror person. But I didn't hate it. There was other stuff I hated in the movie more than that, which I'll get into in the spoiler review. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely an intense movie, though. Like, I personally think this is definitely a PG-13 movie. Like, I know people will take, like, very young children to see Marvel movies, even though they're rated PG-13. And some movies, like the Ant-Man films, or, like, Captain Marvel, or Spider-Man films, I can understand it. Yeah, okay. They're pretty much family films. This is not that. This is definitely PG-13, like, strict PG-13 because of the horror in this film. Like, it's scarier than The New Mutants, which, I mean, The New Mutants was also, like I said, more of a coming-of-age film. And I have to say, does anyone else find it hilarious? Because I do. That this Doctor Strange movie was way scarier than Morbius, which was a vampire movie. Like, how does a movie about a wizard... I mean, I guess, yeah, it's about a wizard and a witch. Because, you know, the Scarlet Witch. But still... How does a movie about two vampires not as scary as that kind of blows my mind. That movie was also that movie was something. Because yeah, this is definitely probably the most violent, bloodiest, and scariest of all the MCU films. It's definitely got scary images. It's definitely got blood and gore. But yeah. But yeah, I thought this movie was okay. It's not necessarily what I was expecting, but it wasn't too terrible, except for some things I wasn't a fan of. Because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When I walked out of the theater, I was kind of let down. I was like, I'm not sure if that's the movie I wanted. I'm not sure if I even like this movie. I'm not even sure if I want to buy this on Blu-ray. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna buy all the movies on Blu-ray. I'm even such a sucker. I'll probably buy Morbius on Blu-ray. But that's what I felt like walking out of the theater. I was like, I'm not sure if I liked that. But luckily, I didn't make my review right away. I didn't record right away, or else it probably would have been more negative than it probably will be now. Because after letting it sit and thinking about it and listening to other people talk about it, I was like, yeah, this movie isn't that bad. I don't know what I was thinking walking out of the theater. I guess I was just way too disappointed. Again, I think if I watch it a second time, I think I'll enjoy it a bit more. But yeah. So yeah, I thought it was decent. I'm not sure if enjoy is the right word. I enjoyed moments of it. Oh, and also, there are 2 end credit scenes. A mid-credit scene, which is important and you want to stay for. The second one is a joke. A joke that's from, like, kind of like the punchline to a joke that was set up in the movie. So, yeah, definitely stay for the mid-credit scene. The second credit scene is funny, but, you know, not necessary if you have to go to the bathroom and you can't hold it no more. But it is only 2 hours long, unlike the Batman, which was 3, so, you know. And yeah, so what did you guys think of this movie? If you saw it, did you love it, did you hate it, did you think it was okay? Let me know in the comments down below. If you didn't see it yet, well, should you go see this in theaters? I don't know. If you are a horror fan or a Sam Raimi fan, or just a huge Doctor Strange fan, then yeah, I'd say go see it in theaters. It's got cool visuals, it's It's got some cool visuals and stuff you want to see on the big screen. And if you're a Raimi fan, you can definitely tell this is a Sam Raimi movie, which is weird because for the most part, MCU movies are a bit harder to tell except for a few. But yeah, so if you're a Sam Raimi fan, or a huge Doctor Strange fan, or even a horror fan, then I would say go see this in the theaters. But if you're not a Sam Raimi fan or horror fan, or you're just a casual Doctor Strange fan, I honestly would probably say wait for DVD or streaming, because it'll go on Disney Plus, I think. So yeah, what would I give the movie though? That's just super hard. I don't know. Because like walking out of the theater, I was like, that's probably a 5 out of 10. Then at one point in time, I was like, probably a 9 out of 10. But now, like, what do I want to give this? It's such a hard thing to score for me. Part of me kind of wants to give it maybe, I'm deciding, either a 6.5 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 7 out of 10. Because some of my problems with the film, other people don't find a problem. So I think I might go with 7 out of 10. For now, at least. That could change. It could very well change, I think. Because I know my scores have changed before for some movies. So this score could definitely change. But yeah. Thank you so much for taking time to watch. If you like this video, please hit like. If you want to see more videos like this, please start hitting the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. And hit... so that way you know when I post and go live, and when I post my spoiler review, which definitely will be coming eventually. I'm not sure when, but it will definitely come eventually. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Get out of my way. Get out of my shot. Yes, you stay out of my shot. It's my shot. Anyway, thanks so much for taking time to watch. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.